He's a Cubs fan. Hope you realize that. It's all over the internet. He's a Cubs fan, and I bet you he loves hot dogs and Italian beef. And we'll see if he makes it to Chicago. I can relate to this dude. He had a tough bringing up. He's out of Dalton, Illinois. We've talked about Dalton quite a bit. And there's another town in the Midwest that he spent some time at, Holland, Michigan. I guess he did his high school at a seminary over in Holland. So he's got Midwestern roots. Janny Chai. Good morning, Janny. Where you been? How's things in Cambodia? You love it? You loving the new Pope, Janny Chai? You loving the new Pope? I could have been the Pope. I'm here to tell you that. I could have been the Pope. The Pope. Are you Catholic? Are you into Christianity, Janny? Have you never heard of the Pope? You never heard of the Pope, a guy in Italy? The guy in Italy that goes like this and represents Jesus Christ, our Savior. Or are you Hindu? You do this? You rub the belly of the Hindu gods? I think you do, maybe. I have to do some research. There's Christians everywhere. Everywhere in the world there's Christians. Yeah, you know him. Yeah, the guy, the Pope. The Pope, my friend, the Pope. God. Oh. Good boy. Anyway, welcome back, Janny. Been a while since we've seen you. Gosh. So I'm going to show you a video here in a moment of the area where our Pope was raised. Things are great. We're getting ready for summer. Going to be 65 Fahrenheit today. We got to make sure we tell you guys Fahrenheit. 65 Fahrenheit. The leaves are back on the trees. The grass is growing. And the summer car shows are starting to ramp up. The beer gardens are starting to open up, and the beer's flowing on the patios here. There you go. So we're going to show you a video about the Pope here. We've changed our flag from the Italian flag to the American flag in honor of the Pope. So let's take a little look on where the Pope was born and raised.
Leo the 14th grew up, as we've said, here in South suburban Dalton, which is where our Sarah Maki is tonight.
Yes, live outside of his childhood home. Sarah.
Yeah, guys, you called him Pope Leo the 14th, but here we've been talking to people who just know him as Robbie. We've been talking with people.
Robbie, there you go.
Growing up, and also just fellow.
Look at that. That's a small house. I hear this house is for sale for $199,000. So if you want to buy the Pope's house, you can do it for $199,000.
Catholics who are interested in seeing the Pope's child.
That'd be a small house. That's probably a 1,200 square foot house, if that.
Home parish. We actually started our day by going to that church. That's St. Mary on South Layden in Chicago's Riverdale neighborhood. That church is long closed, but to the excitement of a lot of visitors, it is still standing. Visitors and neighbors now wondering what this means for the building. They're telling us they hope that the church will renovate this, allowing Mass to continue there once again. In their very biggest dreams, they tell us that maybe even the new Pope would come and lead a Mass there. And at his childhood home, a surprise to the neighbors, one woman stopping by her old block where she knew the Pope as Robbie.
If you grew up Catholic, Catholic is universal. So what's nice about Robbie, he's an Augustinian, and so that community is international. they're all over the world. And so that brings a special, I want to say, international flavor to the church, which it should be.
We also have some photos of the Pope as a schoolboy. Incredible to see these sorts of images coming out. The woman you just spoke with, you heard her there, but she also told us the same thing as his brother, that she grew up playing Mass with him. We asked her if she ever suspected that this would one day to lead to something like this. She said, no, she never thought of that, but she said he always had this spirit in him. Guys, and as we're talking to people in this neighborhood, they say they wonder what now is next for this area. They say that this could be a gift from God to Dalton. So we'll see what happens next. From the South Suburbs, Sarah Maki, CBS News, Chicago.
That we will, Sarah. Thank you.
Today,
There you go, guys. A gift from God to Dalton. They could sure use it. Oh, almost lost my camera. There we go. Come on, camera. There you go. Maybe not. Let's see here. Let's fix that a little bit better. There we go. Welcome, David Valdez. How you doing? Are you happy about the Pope? I'll be posting a picture of the Pope eating a hot dog. He's got a hot dog. No mustard or no ketchup, just mustard. You got to get him to Chicago to go to Portillo's. There you go. Have some deep dish. Yes. We finally got a good Pope. I got a feeling we got ourselves a good Pope. So today's podcast here is all about the American dream, which our Pope, the new Pope, he be living the American dream, even though he's in Italy. He's living the American dream. I'm here to tell you that today's kids, I don't think he's got any problems, Janny. 3 minutes ago, Janny didn't even know who the Pope was. Now you're talking about digging into his childhood life. God. Did you pass your classes this semester, Janny? Are you still a college student, or what's your status, Janny? When are you graduating, and what kind of degree you gonna have? Oh, it never ceases to amaze me. Back on the topic here. So the Gen Zs and the millennials, I don't think they get it. You don't know, Janny. There's the point. There's the point, Janny. People in your age group don't get it. You don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And let's just say, yeah, I'm dealing with Janny Chai from Cambodia this morning. Janny, does this guy look familiar to you, Janny? I don't know. Does this guy look familiar? He's going to make sure you stay out of the United States. This is what this guy's going to do for us. Oh, my Lord. These foreign nationals, international people drive me nuts. All we need now is Sem7 or T-Song to join us. There we go. Oh, we're talking about the American dream, Garrett. I'm sure you're trying to achieve that American dream like everyone else in the United States. Although a growing number of people have given up on their dream. Why? Because it's too much work. And as a person, I think I've achieved the American dream after. I'm well into. I'm starting to go into my 60s here, and I'm here to tell you that I've achieved the American dream. It wasn't easy. Taster, yeah. Well, there you go. You're gonna have to get through the border in order to do that. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to do that, Janny. I'm writing down a reminder to send a letter to Mr. T to not let Janny Chai into this country at any cost. Plus, you can go, there's Kentucky Fried Chicken in Cambodia. I can guarantee you that. There's probably even a Taco Bell in Cambodia too. So there you go. You need a visa though, I think, too, to get into the country. I don't think just because you got a passport, you get in the United States. It doesn't work like that. I'm here to tell you. You need a visa first, my friend. I'm sure you have it there. Cambodia is Americanized. So in order to meet the American dream, you got to work hard. You got to play by the rules, and you got to save some of this green stuff. Okay? That's what the new generation doesn't get. The recipe for achieving the American dream, got the American flag right back there. It's not the Cambodia dream. It's not the Italian dream. It'd be the American dream. There you go. And it's pretty simple. It's put your head down, work hard, save some money, accumulate some wealth, and make some right decisions. There you go. Silver's taking a little pause here. Today's I think the market's up today. The market's going to be up here in a half hour. Let's see where we're at. Where's the market at? And if you do stuff like that, you're going to get the American dream. But it's up 100 points right now. Stock market up 100 points is opening in a half hour. So, but I'm here to tell you, in order to reach the American dream, for me, I'll tell you about myself. For me, it was working 33 years in corporate America. 33 hard years. And my wife working just as long. And we put away 15% of our income year after year for at least 28 years. We put away 15% of our income. Yeah. Oh, my relatives were dirt poor too. They worked hard for everything they had, and they were happy. They were happy for what they had. My grandparents lived through the Depression, the 1929, the great stock market crash. They had my grandfather, well into his 80s, gardened every summer. He gardened. He had probably 75 by 30-foot garden. Yeah, he probably had about 30 rows of vegetables in a garden every year. He grew a little bit of everything: lettuce, carrots, tomatoes, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. He grew it all. My grandmother canned food. They had a cellar of pantry food items that you would not believe, because they lived during the Depression. They knew how important it was to have food and to be prepared. So like I said, the biggest thing for me is when I see the young kids today complaining that, I've been out of college 3 years and I haven't achieved the American dream. And then you ask them, well, how much money have you saved? None. How much money, how much of your student debt have you paid off? None. I mean, you keep getting the wrong answers to your questions, yet they expect the American dream to be there for them. That's good, Garrett. I got a feeling I'm not believing you though, Garrett. Last I heard, you were like, what, 26, 28? you got a ways to go, my friend. You got a ways to go. It may seem like a dream right now, but if you make a few bad moves, right? Yeah, well, that's just one good decision, my friend. The American dream is made up of hundreds of proper decisions. And let me tell you though, even if you make all the right decisions, your world can come crashing down by one asshole in corporate America who gets you fired. You lose your job for whatever reason, whether it was you, whether it was your stupid boss. That can put an end or a hiatus on that American dream pretty quickly. You need to be working every day, every week, every month, every year, and to make the American dream viable. There's a lot of people out there that are trying to cut corners. They're trying to do the gig thing, right? The gig thing. The gig thing is a farce for the American dream. It's a shortcut that's never going to work. The gig thing just keeps you afloat. It is not, one, it doesn't teach you any marketable skills. And two, the money isn't that great. Three, you don't have any insurance. That's the other. Not only can you once you lose your job, you lose your health insurance. And if you come up sick or lame, or you break something, you get yourself into a car accident, you're going to need that health insurance. You're going to need that health insurance. That health insurance will save your butt. Like I said, a lot of people just make bad decisions. Oh, it's just an old shirt I got. I don't throw away my shirt, even though I don't. Yeah, he is a traitor. He is a traitor, Irish Glory. He is a traitor, but I consider this an antique shirt. This shirt celebrates the last administration, which was successful.